Jay, it's the Apatite, my friend. Okay. We're gonna get the Apatite in. You see we're moving at such breakneck speed. Our wonderful team, I haven't even got time to switch things in and out. Jay, you're on fire tonight, on fire tonight. We're gonna talk about something that, well, if you've ever sampled Apatite, if you've ever seen Apatite, if you've ever worn Apatite, tried Apatite, you will know it's unearthly, it's out of this world. Here is what Apatite in a beautiful necklace looks like. It is our showstopper for today. At $139.98, it's on 5 flex pay. Jay, how good a deal is this at $139?
Well, this is, okay, what makes this so different, so unique, this particular color of Apatite, okay, so you have different Apatites. There's also like a neon Apatite. This almost looks like topaz.
It does.
Okay, it almost has a topaz feel to it. It's like a bluey, you know, even right here, it's looking green, but it's not really a green. It's more of a blue. It's like a topaz feel to it. This is very unique, very different. Gosh. Okay, you know, I hate those shots normally. I'm just being honest with you. I'm being honest, okay, and I know I'm gonna get in trouble for saying
You say it, Jay.
But I just have to be honest with you. Normally, I hate these shots, but this exactly translates what I'm gonna tell you. Now, when you see this, personally, like we're showing it to you here, because of the lighting, it kind of makes it look different. This really gets through to you what it looks like. Do you see this? It almost has like a Swiss blue topaz look to it.
Yes.
Got a very unique, this material's very, very rare. You don't see it. This particular ruff I got from an old friend of mine who used to buy a lot of my amethyst from, but I don't anymore because I get most of mine out of Africa right now. You know, for a lot of different reasons. The crystals are smaller, it's easier to work with, and really nice color. I used to buy a lot of amethyst from him at one time, and he has a lot of mines in Brazil. He also has a lot of mines in Uruguay, and he gets some amazing gemstones, don't get me wrong. This guy, he's just unbelievable, but he specializes in rare. Okay, exotic, and he also specializes in way too much money, okay?
It's a good specialty right there, maybe not for us.
You know, he's one of those person who's a connoisseur. He does, okay, when he mines the right stuff. He gets huge money for, I mean, I would love to buy from him. I would love to buy from him.
Creme de la creme, right?
Yeah, but he only does creme de la creme. And he does exotic, unusual, unique. And this was one of those times when he had something exotic, unique, that, of course, I passed on it. Because, you know, the price.
Too much.
Well, I couldn't do it. There's no way. I mean, this literally would have been about $350, $400.
Are you serious?
And so I told him no. I said, I'm sorry, I love it. And he said, look, and it was in Tucson. He was packing up to leave. And he said, oh. And
for you, for you.
No, it's just, he didn't, it missed the container. It would have cost him a fortune to store it, and there's no way to carry it home. And it was one of those stupid, I'm just telling you, it was a stupid deal that he went ahead and did, sold it to me way, way below what I could ever, probably at mining cost, if that, so I could do it. Otherwise, this material is so expensive, you'd never be able to do it. See there, okay, now there, you see that where it's that nice bluish, kind of like it's like almost like a topaz blue. This is the kind of Apatite. This is highly collectible.
You see, and I want to just kind of cut through here for a second, because I'm looking at Jay, I'm listening to Jay as you are, and I'm getting the cues and the signs and everything that's important to know. So I don't want to put words in Jay's mouth, but it would seem to be, and Jay, stop me if I'm wrong, please. I know you will. In terms of something you should buy in this show, what you're saying is, for the value that we have, what it would have been, this one is a no-brainer.
Well, number one, you never would have seen this normally for me. Now, and here again, the reason I'm telling you that is this, okay, in all honesty, it's not that I wouldn't buy from him. He has things to die for. I mean, that I would just love to bring on my show. I absolutely would love to. But it's things like this that are more on the rare side. You know, there are some things that he has that are just exotic. Oh, exotic. And I buy. You know, he does sell me things that, you know, for my wife. Like I'll get some rough material, or I'll get something that he's cut. and you know, I'll make that something special for a very special person as a gift. But as for being able to buy rough material from it and actually do it for the show, it's very, very, very tough. I used to buy amethyst from him until I really kind of, to be honest with you, got better connections.
Really?
Okay, better material, better, you know, and I'm doing most of my amethyst out of Africa now, and I'm not doing it out of South America. But when he had this, and the only reason I got this, like I said, it was a mistake. They didn't get it on, at the end of the show, if they don't sell it, what they do is they send it back to the next show, they put it on a container.
Right.
It goes by boat. It's too expensive for them. So they load them in these containers or half containers or whatever, and they load all the merchandise, they ship it to the next thing. It didn't go there, it was going all the way back home. So it was going back to South America. And he literally, it was one of those things that he just needed to sell it, and we were able to make the deal on it. And so I got what I got. I could never, long and short of it is what Adam is saying. Long and short, I couldn't buy this and offer it at this price. Even this price right here, you would never normally see this material on my show.
You see, I'm like, I go with what Jay's saying. I want to get cut to the chase and really understand. So this, I think we've painted a perfect picture. It's an opportunity buy. Maybe that's the way to say it.
That is, you know, that would be, because that's funny when you say that, because what we call it, an opportunity buy.
Right.
So it's something that I bought. Now, here's the thing. I could probably take this rough if I wanted to, go out in the market and sell it for huge money.
Okay.
But to be honest with you, what I'd rather do, and I know it sounds stupid, but what I do, and I do it constantly, and much to a lot of people that I work with dismay, okay?
Right.
But then I wouldn't have it for the show. But something like this, it's just fun to have it. It's unique. It's different. It's something that you're not going to see out there in the marketplace, and you would normally not. I could show you this on my show, but there's no way I could do it and show you at this price. It would not be possible.
With everyone dialing in, fewer than 300, we'll switch our graphics to the earrings because they're only $59 as well. I do want to go to Gail, though, who's joining us. Gail, welcome to the show. You're live with Jay and Adam. Gail, how are you?
Fine. Jay may remember I was the lady that asked for the clip earrings.
Clip earrings, Jay.
Jay, you did answer my